Eric back at the Naturopath. Thanks for coming back. Are you going to college? That's awesome. I'm always proud of people who go to college. Doesn't matter how old they are, I'm proud. I didn't start studying until I was in my mid-20s. I went to college, so I really flunked out when I was young. But I didn't flunk out when I got, older. So how do you prevent getting gut-related issues if you're studying, if you're a student and you're at college? Well, it all depends really on your lifestyle, doesn't it? It depends on your level of commitment with your study. It depends on the kind of guys that you hang around with. So, you know what they say, if you hang around with the turkeys, you can't soar with the eagles, So if you fly with the wrong kind of birds, you're going to end up, in a hell of a mess. So I never really was much of a social kind of a person, particularly when I was younger, but probably a bit more now when I'm older. So I tend to hang around not many people. I spent more time at home really studying and cooking and eating good foods. Now the choice is yours. The choice is yours on how you live and how you study, It depends what you want to get out of life. I know a lot of young people who go to college, and many of them I've seen over years as patients, do the right thing. They leave home, they've learnt some cooking skills from their parents, and they know how to make their own food, or they know how to select or choose the right kind of foods to eat. Other younger people, unfortunately, not so good. They had parents who didn't care much for what they ate. They might have had a junk food diet, and then they'll continue that on through college. So I really encourage you young people out there to try and really make your own food rather than rely on food that other people cook. And it is possible, and if it isn't possible for you to do that, at least select healthy kind of options, and don't be spurred on by peer pressure by other young people and just thrive on junk food, because it will really pull you down. It will affect you mentally and emotionally and physically if you're eating wrong kind of foods and you make consistently the wrong kind of choices. It will affect your grades. It will affect your study. Many years ago, research was conducted at universities and prisons and different institutions on how people would function under different types of diets. And there is no doubt that when you eat really good food, particularly when it comes to your cognition, mentally, you'll function on a much higher level. So I recommend that you stay with good fresh produce. If you can, eat lean proteins like fish or chicken, and especially eat plenty of vegetable matter. But the big thing is watch out what you drink, you young folks, because lots of it is soda drinks and colas and all this sort of fizzy crap and energy drinks. And one of my young guys went through a stage where he was drinking energy drinks all the time, but now, thank goodness, he's caffeine free. He's kicked all that caffeine habit because he was consuming lots and lots and lots of energy drinks and staying up all night, as a student. It really messed him up. He developed insomnia and headaches and got quite grumpy, but now he's great because now we've got him cleaned right up. So just be careful of caffeine and alcohol and takeaway food. Those are the three big things you need to watch out for as a student, because it can really mess up your student years. We all like to party, but remember, college isn't one continuous party. You're there for a reason. You're there to learn and get good grades. But better still, if you make the right diet choices, it'll make that process so much more easy. And also when you're young, when you learn to cook and eat properly, when you get to be an old bugger like me, you'll be in a lot better condition than if you lived for 30, 40 years on a crappy diet. Think about it. Food for thought. Thanks for tuning in.